Hey, what's up to everybody out there? Welcome to another edition of the Roundtable Talk, and I am your host, C Money, and this is the hottest YouTube web-based talk show out there. Our email is roundtable00@yahoo.com. Check it out. Email us if you would like for us to do a show or a topic that you want us to discuss about, or if you have questions and comments on previous shows, you can also comment at the bottom of each show on our comment section of the page. Today I want to talk about a topic. It's not really a topic. It's like of a business. I want to call it business racist. That's what I want to call it. And the reason why I say business racist is because I've been seeing like things that you would normally wouldn't see, and that you would think that make you go like Arsenio back in the day, make you go What I want to talk about is businesses who are racist, and they don't, and not as far. And what I'm talking about, businesses that are racist, meaning that businesses who cater to certain people or cater to certain people, and not saying that they are publicly racist, but cater to certain people. And this is what I'm going to talk, and this is why I'm saying that, because you ever noticed how in black neighborhoods you see certain stores and businesses, and in white neighborhoods you see other certain stores and businesses. And I'm going to give you some stores that I think that are racist, and you would say wow, and some stores that you think. You ever notice, you go in a black neighborhood and you see a lot of this in black neighborhoods, but in the white neighborhoods you don't see that store. And then you see other stores in the white neighborhood, and those same like you see the stores that you see in the black neighborhood you don't see in the white neighborhoods, and the stores you see in the white neighborhood you don't see in the black neighborhoods. And that's what I'm trying to get at. And you would be like, it makes you go, you know there are certain stores like I wouldn't care for if they are in the black or white neighborhood, like certain Spanish stores and stuff like that. I wouldn't care if you're in the black or white neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, because you don't cater to, people. You're going to cater to Spanish people. But it just make you go, and it grinds my gears that they do that. And then I'm going to give you a racist example of what happened to me. I have a prime racist example, and it wasn't the store or the company, it was the person. And when I give you this story, I'm going to give you this towards the middle of the show, and you're going to be like, wow, if that really happened, that is really racist. Now, what I want to start off with this. you know I'm to me, racism is still around. And I want to talk about what I mean by store racism is not that the company is racist, because I don't think the company is racist. It's just their marketing is racism. And I'm gonna go out and start talking about naming a few. Publix. Black people, we all know, and everybody, not just black people in general, we know Publix has a grand Publix food is better quality than most supermarkets. I'm not putting any other supermarket out there, but when you go to Publix, you're getting top quality products, bakery, deli, food, whatever the Publix is an upscale supermarket, and their prices in there are a little bit higher than most stores. Save a Lot, Winn Dixie, Walmart, Piggly Wiggly, wherever state or city you live in, wherever store you in. I'm saying Piggly Wiggly because I'm quite sure there's a Piggly Wiggly somewhere, but that's only in the little small cities or whatever. But basically, have you seen a Publix in the white neighborhoods? Where I live at, I have not seen a Publix in the white neighborhood. I mean, in the black neighborhoods. Have you seen a Publix in the black neighborhoods? That's what I'm trying to say. Because where I stay, I do not see a black. I do not see a Publix in the black neighborhoods. I see a Winn Dixie. And here's another good example: CVS Pharmacy. Do you see a CVS Pharmacy in the black neighborhoods? Remember, CVS was previously Eckerd's, because back in the day, Eckerd's was, CVS was Eckerd's until Eckerd's switched over to CVS Pharmacy. There is not a CVS. In the black neighborhood, I swear, where I stayed, there's a Walgreens almost on every corner. Walgreens cater to the black people. CVS don't cater to the black people. And now I'm finna give you an example. I went into a CVS and where I stay at, I stayed, in a black neighborhood. This was years ago. I went to a CVS because my mother wanted something that was on sale at CVS in the paper. I went into the CVS. Now, this is what I call window shopping. I went into the CVS, I looked around, I looked in the paper. I didn't see what they had in the CVS. I said, okay, they didn't have it. One of the associates, who I'm guessing was a manager, because I came in there, I had on a Miami Heat jersey. I came in there. I may have had an impression that I'm probably like a thug, but I look like a regular human being. And I guess because the area that was in, it was a predominantly white area, and upon I didn't find what I was looking for, because you go window shopping and you don't find what you're looking for, you leave the store, you go somewhere else. So that's what I was doing. I left the store, and as I was walking out the store, the associate or manager stopped me and patted me down as if they thought I was stealing. Number one, I thought that was just very wrong. Now, I could have sued the company right then and there. Number one. Number two, you asked me first. He asked me what he looked like. I specifically, I showed the paper. I said, look, pretending this is the paper. I said, look, I was looking for this. I didn't see you had it. So, bam. He didn't say, oh yeah, we do have it. Here it is and stuff like that. He was like, okay, whatever, and let me go. Number one, you don't have a right as a personnel to pat somebody down. That's invasion of privacy. I could have sued CVS Pharmacy right then and there. I could have easily said that I was violated, because the only person that has a right to search you is an officer of the law or any security personnel. Don't no right human being who doesn't have a badge on shouldn't. I don't even think a security guard has a right to pat you down, but I think they have more of a right to pat you down than an officer, because I feel a security guard that is in a store has a right to pat you down because they have a right to search you if you have anything stealing. But as an associate salesperson, you don't have a right to pat somebody down as if you feel they were stealing. If the cameras don't see me stealing, if you don't see me stealing, what should you pat me down for? Number one, my mom told me never to go back to CVS ever again. And the reason why I'm saying that's because you don't see CVS in the black neighborhoods. You don't see Publix in the black neighborhoods. As much as I see a lot of black people that like to shop at Publix because Publix has quality brand food, you don't see them in the black neighborhood. And CVS. After that, I stopped shopping at CVS for a while, but then I eventually started going back to CVS. And I've been back to that CVS because I've been, in that area, and I've been back to CVS, but it's been a while, and I had to build up my confidence to go back to start shopping at CVS, because I felt like, I'm not going back to CVS for a while, and I didn't, because I feel that it was being, and it wasn't the company that was racist, it was the associate, and I'm quite sure now if I was to ever see that associate, I'm quite sure that associate is nowhere near CVS, because if you have that type of attitude and you display it in the public view, that's going to be wrong. That's wrong. That's just like the Donald Sterling scandal that the show that I did in previous, a while back about Donald Sterling. If you show your racism in public eye, you're gonna get. It's gonna be. And he showed that, and it wasn't him being racist. The guy. It was him prejudging me because I'm a black person coming into your place of business in a white neighborhood. Don't you think that black people come into white neighborhoods and shop? Black people come into white businesses in white neighborhoods and purchase stuff. I could be driving down the street and say I'm thirsty and pull into your establishment to buy a bottle of water or a bottle of soda just because I was thirsty. I could have been driving down and I said, oh hey, I forgot to get this, and you're the only place that's close enough to me to get to before I head to, what if, because the CVS that I went to, it is near it's near a popular highway, which is Interstate 95. For most of y'all that don't know, that's one of the popular interstate highways in the western part of the United States. And you go, even though I wasn't jumping, I was going on no expressway, but it's like, hey, what if I was to say, hey, this is the only thing that the place I get to before I jump on the expressway to head home. I need to get this and need to get that. So I stop and I get what I want. But what if that was the case? And I have to come into your establishment. You're gonna accuse me because I'm an African American male coming into your establishment. We're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna talk more about this, and this is the Round Table Talk with your boy C Money. We'll be right back.